Okay, I'm back in Star Citizen. I'm in my hangar, one of my hangars, and it's version 2.6.2, I believe. There's a couple of things I just wanted to quickly talk about in this video. The first one is the hangar customization. I was talking to a squad mate over the weekend about this now. When you first spawn in your hangar now, it will be completely empty. And you have to actually place the items in your hangar by yourself. The way you do this is just look around at the floor or the walls, and occasionally you'll see these little blue icons. There's one right in front of me here, just to the left of where the cursor is, the left of this grating. There's this blue circle with a crosshair in it. Hover your cursor over that, and it tells you what type of attachment point it is, and it tells you what size it is. You can left click with your mouse, and it brings up this little HUD, and you can equip items depending on what fits. So that's the size 5 floor. If we go over here, we might be able to find ourselves a wall one. There we go. There's a size 2 wall panel. So you can place items in your... Let's go over to this one here. Actually, we'll try and find a wall panel. Here we go. There's a wall panel up there. There's a size 2 wall panel. And I'm going to attach this plaque, which I'm bringing in from my other hangar. And there we go. There's the plaque. It's, I don't know, some plaque, some real wood, whatever. And then place your ships in the... Place your ships on the hangar floor. You'll see above the hangar pads, there's these as well. So there's a vehicle space here that's size 1 and 2. You can click on that, and then I can place the origin here. It's already there. Or I can swap to one of these 2 Hornets that are in my temporary inventory. So there's the origin. You'll also notice that on the machine itself, there are more of these hard points and whatnot. So there's a couple of hard points back here, and if I left click on this one, I can change the cooling unit. So I can take this JSP and Cairo Star, which is currently attached to no other aircraft, or I can cannibalize one of the ones that's on one of my other machines. This currently has 2 WCPR variants, which I'm just going to leave in. I don't really want to have one Cairo Star and one variant. That'll be lopsided. And then you've got your hard points. So here's my left hand laser. Left click on this. Now, here's a list of all the other weapons I've got. There are 3 Ominsky 6 laser cannons, which I don't like. They're really slow firing. There's a bunch of gimbal mounted weapons, which I also don't really like because I don't like the gimbals. I normally lock them anyway. So I prefer to have a heavier weapon. And as you can see on the front of the machine here, I've got this dual, I don't know if it'll be very obvious in the video, but it's a double-barreled looking thing. It is a Tarantula GT Mark III, of which I think I took it from this thing here, my PC2 dual mount. Don't know what that is. That might be off the, I don't know what the PC, I don't know. Don't know where that's come from, but I've put it on here. The only thing I don't like about the system is you can't tell easily by looking at the weapon what its weapon stats are. So there's no way to tell which weapons are better than the other weapons. I'd like to have my most powerful, high rate of fire, fixed position weapons on the origin. But I'm not sure how I can work that out. In previous iterations, there used to be a holodeck, which you had fixed to the hangar floor. If I go to one of these floor points now and try and see if I can mount a holodeck, there's nothing available. So I think the holodeck has been dispensed with, or at least it seems like it's been dispensed with, and it's been replaced by this customization system. But I'm having trouble working out how I can determine from my inventory which weapons are the best, well, what the stats of my individual weapons are. So if somebody knows how I can easily tell what the stats of my weapons are, that would be great. I don't think there's anything else we can customize on this machine. Oh, we've got something at the back here. What is that? Power plant. Ooh, I've got 3 hypergen power plants, I think. Oh, I could have these ion bursts. I'll leave the hypergens in there. I think there's 3, or maybe all of those 3 hard points reference one single power plant, which is this one. So there you go. That's the new system for customizing your hangar and for customizing your spaceships, your aircraft, whatever you want to call them. And a little bit about the weapons changing. You can also do all this weapons changing from the spaceports. Just walk up to your aircraft, walk up to your ship in the spaceport, and you can customize it there as well. Okay, that was just a little quick thing. 99% of people know about this already, but a couple of the guys who I fly with them are just kind of working their way through Star Citizen. This might be news for them. And yeah, this is also to ask that question about the stats, the weapon stats. How can I read what the capabilities of these weapons are without having to go to the internet or something? Thanks all. Just a quick one today. See you later.